With that time of year, we're gonna look for a good edge, and we find a good edge, more than likely, find moving water, find bait, you're gonna have some action.
Started on the littlest bait next to the boat and stretched out all the way to the long. That's fantastic. There we go. Beautiful. He's out there jumping.
I can't get off the kite.
Oh, that's a big one. I told you there was a big one out there.
I've gotta keep my mother's emotion. I've got a fire as big as the ocean. I know it's just a crazy notion. I'm going into the blue. Mother's emotion. I've got a fire as big as the ocean. It's some crazy notion. I'm going into the blue.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
So Scotty, I had you come down to the Keys in March.
It was spring.
It was springtime. You know, obviously you'd love to sailfish. That time of year, there are so many guys that come in from all over, you know, the country, not just Florida, to see that sailfish action that the Keys has.
Yeah, especially Key West in the spring. It's a little bit in duck, but it really, the epicenter is right off of Key West, right off your back door. All right, Stevie boy. Got a bunch of new tackle to break in today. You got any spots in mind? Try to break these things?
Yeah. We're gonna go get outside off the edge of the reef and see what we can't come across.
Yeah, our friends at Daiwa just sent us a box of goodies and they want us to see if we can break them. That challenge accepted. I know you like this light stackle. These are their 6,000 Saltese.
Yeah, I would definitely not go past that first line with that mono.
All right,
That filled up really fast.
good. It's nice to have a little backing on these things.
Right, and we had just got all our new Daiwa outfits. And we
Yeah,
were
man, they
setting
sent us
them
up. I'm super excited. They sent us the new lever drag, the LD35 HSs, 2 speeds. They hold so much line and they're such a small little, I mean, right up your alley. The smaller,
Lighter,
more
makes you
comfortable.
happy. Yeah, I love it. Scotty, somehow we're gonna have to get tension on this bull for this one.
Not without my monster in my hand. I gave you 50. I guess you didn't want to use it.
What are you talking about?
I brought you a brand new thing of 50 braid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea, buddy.
We'll try it with 30.
All right, Scotty, let's see what the old ocean has in store for us today.
All right, I'll be ready. You find them, I'll wind them, buddy.
Get to use my joystick.
Lateral assist.
Yeah, it's nice pulling straight off the dock, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
With joystick piloting, Scotty.
Like a pro, baby. The pro that you are.
We might get lucky and catch him. Throw a ballyhoo with that chum bag. I don't know if you got a small bag, we can transfer that slop into it. You know what I mean?
I will be putting on a mask.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different day today.
It'll be a different kind of hot. South wind, warm Gulf Stream water. You guys seem to always have the east current, you know. Again, the bridges kind of maybe pushes it out where the, you know, ideal depth 100 to 300, you know, and ideal is 120 to 220. But we catch them, the tailors, out to 300. If the condition's right and the harder the current's going and you got that beautiful powder, they're usually gonna be there.
Once you get past west of Key West, there's no really anything blocking that Gulf of Mexico to push into the Atlantic, and you get some really pretty edges and makes for just an awesome spot to set up.
The beautiful thing about visiting Key West, especially in the spring, is the hardest part of sail fishing in spring is the bait, because it's always windy, the water's murky, and the water's changing temperature, so the normal bait spots are barren of bait. But visiting you in Key West, it's like, hey man, we need some bait, and I know that we're gonna catch it. And you put me on bait like immediately, and I think that's a win before the day even starts. Is this where you want to play, Steve, right here?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. It looks really pretty.
All right, I'm just gonna put one kite up.
Yep.
Up sea in case they come tailing by. That'll be in the prime time, and then I'll have a casting rod ready to go in case you see something, swim by.
Yep. Not a ton of wind, but hopefully we can get her to stay in the air.
Yeah, I think I can get her up.
I think that's when that rigger really helps, man, to keep that thing out of the water.
We'll find out right now. We were talking about the conditions. We had a perfect edge, but we didn't have really heavy wind. And I knew I could still get those things up. We just had to take our time to make it right. And we got them up, and it paid off really well.
No?
That's a
look at that.
dolphin.
Nice mahi. Oh, mahi, buddy. Nice, because it's our first bite of the day.
Come to eat another
The
one.
flyer's getting up.
Oh, he ate 2 of them.
Did he?
Yes, I was trying so hard. First flyer, first bite, crazy.
Let me clear this flat. Oh, we lost our bait. Oh, there's another fish right there.
Drop it down, drop it there. The spinner rod's ready to go. All right, get a bite on the middle. Nope, if you want to pop it out.
Drop this in that bucket.
Yeah, you're getting a bite right now.
Where's that little live bucket?
Did you get it on?
Yeah, man.
All right, way to go. Triple header. I'm gonna bring this one around. There's another one swim with, another big one.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by
Simrad. BioEsk Solutions. Clean, disinfect, protect. Waypoint TV. The destination for outdoor entertainment.
Yeti, built for the wild.
Ameritrail Trailers. Daiwa. Golden Boat Lifts. And by Killer Dock.
You know, the great thing about fishing on that edge is you never know what you're gonna have bump into you, right? Because we get to see awesome sharks coming down, turtles, remoras. We've seen bluefin tunas. We've seen marlin. I've seen big tunas. So you really never know what you're gonna encounter there. And we were able to actually get a couple catches that we weren't expecting with the mahi.
There's another one swim with, another big one. You already got hooks in that one too. You wanna gap this bull, then we'll work on those cows.
Probably just flick it right in.
I'm not flicking this one in, he's 15.
Oh, yours, yeah. No, I meant mine.
But now he's in the mix. Pretty.
Yeah, man, I like it. I'll take it.
Good start. Wait till you see that third one come by.
Yep.
Yep, he's ready. Gonna have to grab the leader about halfway down one time.
Well, the leader's pretty light, so I'm taking it easy on it.
Next time around.
Seems like he's had a run-in with a gaff in a boat before. Come here. Making me look silly.
I think you know what you're doing. All right. Thank you. Spring mahi.
Yeah, man.
First bull of the year.
There you go, buddy.
I'm gonna open up the hole. Come on in with him. We'll get the other two. We won't. That's one.
I like it when you get 3 at a time. Got this one by the chin of the chinny chin chin. Big old squid got spit up doing the Miyagi-san, eh? I like it.
Match set.
There you go.
There we go. Fish tacos for 6.
You know, we got this new trolling motor, this Rodan, and I've never used one before. I'm not an inshore guy. I don't do a whole lot of flats fishing. So we wanted to try it out, and we stopped a little bottom fish real quick and see if that thing could actually hold us on the spot. And not only does it hold you on the spot, it can move you over in 10-foot increments, 5-foot increments, move you up, move you back. It's really, really neat, and I'm looking forward to spending a lot more time using it. Scotty, while we're waiting on the elusive sailfish to start biting, I'm gonna drop you on the bottom, all right? See if we can't catch something for dinner to go along with those mahi.
Bring it on.
And then hopefully that sailfish bite will pick up.
I'm ready.
Sometimes
50-pound leader. 8-ounce lead.
All right. Sometimes in the afternoon they kind of get going a little better. We're gonna put this trolling motor down. See if it'll hold us right on this little spot. All right, buddy, pop it in the water there. Now, unfortunately, like everything that we deal with nowadays, it seems that the sharks are so prevalent that it's hard to catch anything anymore without feeding it to a shark. Got bite, Scotty.
Old school. Back to the jig.
While we're waiting for old Sailfish, bend the pole a little bit.
Got something for dinner?
I don't know, it didn't pull a lot of drag. Got a lot of head kick to him. Oh, oh, imagine that.
Shark?
Might be a shark here.
Oh no. That's what got me. You were way up too. That's great.
I was waiting on the,
I'm going to full lockdown. The days of enjoying a bite and just wind it to the surface are over. If you think that there's a shark down there, there's probably 7. Spit you out.
see if I got the head.
Well, at least you'll know what it is.
Well, usually you almost get to see what it is. Oh yeah.
But what do you have? What would have been for dinner?
Would have been a mutton snapper.
Oh man.
The perfect size.
That's just right for the grill. Now you get fish head soup. That might have just been a barracuda there, you know?
No, it's got that round
Oh boy.
bite mark to it.
All right, so the race is on. Started the day off right. We had dinner taken care of. And generally when I go kite fishing, I'm not planning on catching dinner. I'm happy if I do.
Right.
But once that's all taken care of, now it's just time to find where those sails are moving around.
Want more Into the Blue? Well, you can watch all our shows and seasons on Waypoint TV. Go to waypointtv.com where you can learn how to watch on all your TVs and devices.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Scales, every degree of water.
Hawks Cay Resort. Find what lures you. Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Battle-born batteries. Costa Pro Series. Nikon. SpearOneKeyWest.com. And by Rodan Marine Systems.
You know, we obviously got on the move again, trying to find something that looked fishy, looked right. You know, obviously it's something inert that kind of happens when you see it. It's a real sharp edge. You see some flyers get up, and with your skill, you know, on those kites, I know it's going to be a quick process to get them up. So we set up and wait to see what happens. You know, and then obviously it seems like when the bite happens, it happens everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? You start seeing boats moving, boats hooking up. You know, we saw some guys hooking up, and it was our turn.
Absolutely. That is another great clue, besides how pretty the water is. If another boat around you within a half a mile starts catching them, there's a pretty good chance that they're biting everywhere. So it's time to really put your A game in and get your baits out and be ready. There he is. Got a volunteer. All right, we got a little super light wind today. So we're gonna nose rig them so we can kind of troll them a little bit. Pull the rubber band real slow. Put the rubber band over the circle hook tip. Spin it up a couple of times. Put it right back through again. The quicker you do it, the happier the bait is. The reason we were really happy to have the new Daiwa stuff because they were high speed, high retrieve. And just because the bait's on the kite, you still have to monitor it, even though it's going to pop out and drop line to them. It's not just as simple as just set it and forget it. There's still a lot of skill involved to get really high hookup ratios, and that's the best advice I can give you. Let them walk, pop the pin, pick up the slack, and then stop and wait for the rod and the reel to do its job to set that circle hook. Got him on. One more there. Watch the middle. Just lift it up a little bit. He'll eat it.
Which one's the middle?
Right there, right here, this one. He's gonna eat it right now. That's a double, double. He's jumping, he's jumping, he's jumping. Get tight, get tight, get tight. He's out there jumping.
I can't get off the kite.
Oh, that's a big one. I told you there's a big one out there. The beauty of the kite fishing is you raise one, but if you just give it a little bit of time, the rest of the pack are gonna come up on you. And that's what happened, and all of a sudden, you know, we're hooked up, we got some tangles, but we're gonna work our way through it. What is up with the sharks in this town?
Hey. They're like tourists, bro. We got a bunch of them. They're coming at us or they went away. I can't imagine them going away. Must have a juice.
Yeah, he jumped off.
Oh man. Too much going on. If you're kind of a novice in this fishing world these days, these electronics are very user-friendly. There's tons of features, and what I'd like to do is give you guys a couple tips that's really gonna help you find fish and catch more fish. The number one thing is it'll make you a better fisherman if you take the chart and you take it to north up. What north up does is it actually locks down the chart so where you can navigate the boat without the chart moving around. If you have course up or heading up, the chart is actually going to be moving as you're trying to navigate and get on a spot. So north up will make the chart stationary, which makes it very easy. There is also another feature, the zoom. If I'm in 200 feet of water, I really only want to look at 60 feet of the water. I don't, you know, if I'm not trolling, I really don't care about what's in that top half of the water column. And again, to find that zoom feature, you just come in here to the menu, you go to more options, you hit right here, say split. You hit split and you touch zoom. Now once you have it on zoom, on your closer screen to your right, because it's a split screen now, it's gonna have a little white line, and that's where you place that thing to what you wanna look at. So even if you are, let's say you are trolling, you don't care about the bottom, take it all the way up to the top and have that zoom look at the top. And you see if there's a marlin down there, a wahoo, whatever. But for me, I spend a lot of time bottom fishing, so my zoom is right down on the bottom, and I'm looking at 60 foot of the bottom. That's pretty much all I want to look at. And if you guys get a chance, I really recommend you check out some of this new Simrad stuff. It is really user-friendly, and it'll put you on a lot of fish.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin.
So I had that big sailfish on my rod. By the time I got down in the tower, I think he got, you know, pretty far stretched out. You know, ultimately, he spit the hook or jumped him off.
It's unfortunate, but we got to see the best part of it. The
Right.
bite, the jumps, we got everything we want on that fish, and we didn't bring him alongside, but again, it's all visual, and that's what gets us rocking.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I pitch a bait, sailfish comes, the shark steals it from the shark.
All right, leaders up, heading your way.
Most sails run from the,
I got the little one, he's not little.
most sails run from the shark. That one was running with the shark.
They were working together.
It's crazy that not only now are the sharks eating our bait fish, they're starting to get a little bit more aggressive and following around these billfish.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know if they're going to take a bite or not. I do hear here and there of the sharks eating the sailfish, but in past it was not the case. But it was interesting to see all these sharks following that fish that you had.
Catch him again.
Oh, there we go.
There we go, little tail walking. Getting tired. Started on the littlest bait next to the boat and stretched out all the way to the long. That's fantastic. There we go. Beautiful. They can't make it through that top 50 feet. There we go. Right through the weeds. Come on. Coming to you, boss. But when the two came in, he was not the longer of the two.
You know this leader's really light, so
Yeah.
he's a caught fish.
I'm following you around. He's tired.
I was able to get down and get alongside. A lot of times when you're towards the end of the fight, I like to get out of the tower and get down low where I can move the throttles back and forth and then be able to reach over and grab the sailfish by the bill.
Next time around. Our boys are doing battle, they're biting. All right, pop that leader, I'll get it, I'll come help you.
All right, you gonna cut it?
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. Give him a good push. Thank you, boss.
You know, in the old days, we would bring them on board, and you know, over the years, people have kind of realized the less handling of any fish, the better.
Yeah.
So our goal now is to just kind of get the bill. If we can get the hook out, great. If it's in there tough, we'll just clip him loose. You know, pick the sail up. You know, show everybody how cool that is, and then just get a good push forward and turn him loose.
Yeah, this fish was a perfect example of a perfect release. You got a hold of his bill, we dehooked him, and I put the boat in reverse. You just swished him around a little bit till he felt like he was fighting back, and then off he swam, and we're ready to, you know, call it a great day. You don't need to take that with him. Go get him. Nice fish, nice release.
Well, let's get out of here. We'll put
All
these
right.
gloves back where they were.
I'll get this thing all organized by the time we hit the dock.
Cool, man.
All right, take me home, baby.